Once a blockbuster action hit of the early 90s, Under Siege thrilled audiences with explosive action, a hijacked battleship, and a cast of unforgettable characters, from the unstoppable Casey Ryback to some of the slickest villains of the decade. But over 30 years later, where are those stars now? Some became Hollywood legends, others stepped away from the spotlight, and a few have sadly passed on. Join us as we dive into the real-life journeys of the actors who brought Under Siege to life, then and now.
Steven Seagal, born on April 10, 1952, in Lansing, Michigan. He played the iconic role of Casey Ryback in Under Siege, 1992, at the age of 40. Ryback is a former Navy SEAL turned ship's cook who displays unmatched combat skill, composure, and resilience in facing off against terrorists aboard the USS Missouri. His character became an action movie staple of the 1990s. Seagal's performance elevated his status as a major action star, and he reprised the role in Under Siege 2, Dark Territory, 1995. Beyond acting, Seagal is known for his martial arts expertise and his work as a producer and musician. As of 2025, Steven Seagal is 73 years old, residing between the US and Russia, and occasionally appearing in film and television projects.
Alright, who are you and what are you doing here?
My name is Jordan Tate.
Fan of yours?
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. I'm staying in the hotel as well. Yeah, huge fan of your work. I'm an actor myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Action.
Troy Evans, born on February 16, 1948 in Missoula, Montana. He portrayed Chief Petty Officer Granger in Under Siege, 1992, when he was 44 years old. Granger is a dedicated and pragmatic Navy man who, despite his initial skepticism of Ryback, becomes a loyal supporter in the fight against the ship's hijackers. His steady presence adds both tension and humour to the story. Following Under Siege, Troy Evans continued a successful career as a character actor, with prominent roles in ER as Frank Martin and in Bosch as Detective Barrel Johnson. As of 2025, he is 77 years old and enjoying retirement, occasionally making appearances at fan conventions and retrospectives.
What time there? Well, thanks for coming over. You saved us a trip. We're just taking statements from all the neighbors just to see if they saw or heard anything unusual last night.
Well, year of this huge debacle we started in Iraq over the bombing of the World Trade Center, where 3,500...
Damian Chapa, born on October 29, 1963, in Dayton, Ohio. He portrayed Seaman Tackman in Under Siege, 1992, when he was 29 years old. Tackman is a young and somewhat naive sailor, providing moments of comic relief while also showing bravery during the ship's crisis. Though not a central action figure, his loyalty and heart make him a memorable part of the crew. After Under Siege, Damian Chapa continued acting and also transitioned into directing, gaining recognition for portraying real-life figures such as Mike Lowe in Blood In, Blood Out, 1993. As of 2025, he is 61 years old and remains active in independent film production and acting.
Not all of us.
All of what? I do laundry. I was ironed during the Gulf War. I ain't cut out for this hero bullshit. You're in the Navy, remember? It's not a job, it's an adventure.
The director, and she stopped. And she looked at me and she says, "Who are you?" I said, I'm just a little stand-in guy over here, you know. I was so...
Tommy Lee Jones, born on September 15, 1946, in San Saba, Texas. He played the main antagonist, William Stranix, in Under Siege, 1992, when he was 46 years old. Stranix is a former CIA operative turned domestic terrorist, characterized by intelligence, charisma, and madness. Jones delivered a dynamic and memorable performance, elevating the villain role with both menace and wit. Already an established actor by the early 90s, his career exploded after Under Siege, leading to his Academy Award-winning role in The Fugitive, 1993. As of 2025, Tommy Lee Jones is 78 years old and revered as one of America's great character actors, though he has largely stepped back from public life in recent years.
Be careful with the pig now. It pops up in 3 sections and make sure the wires are covered. And that's the way it goes. Are you lost?
Oh, no, sir. What do you want us to be?
Scope of this issue?
Please, leave Tom alone.
I wish I could.
Colm Meaney, born on May 30th, 1953, in Dublin, Ireland. He portrayed Dahmer, one of the henchmen working for the antagonist Stranix in Under Siege, 1992, at the age of 39. Though a smaller role, Meaney brought sharp intensity to the character. Outside of Under Siege, he is best known for his long-running roles as Chief Miles O'Brien in Star Trek, The Next Generation, and Deep Space Nine, as well as a wide range of film appearances. As of 2025, Colm Meaney is 71 years old and remains respected in both Irish and international cinema, continuing to work in film and television.
Spectacular. Duncan, this is Vince Larkin. He's overseeing the transpo. Vince, Duncan Malloy, DEA.
Nice to meet you. I'm sure we're going to have a good time.
Recently, down the line there. I mean, I hadn't thought about it before, surprisingly, but I just...
Erika Eleniak, born on September 29, 1969, in Glendale, California. She portrayed Jordan Tate in Under Siege, 1992, when she was 23 years old. Jordan is a Playboy playmate hired to perform on the USS Missouri, but quickly proves to be far more than a pretty face. Initially unaware of the danger, she becomes Ryback's unlikely ally, showing courage and adaptability in a life-threatening situation. Erika Eleniak was already known for her role in Baywatch, and Under Siege further boosted her popularity. As of 2025, she is 55 years old. Though she stepped away from major Hollywood roles in the 2000s, she continues to act in indie films and participates in pop culture conventions.
First of all, you're going to tilt his head back. You're going to open the airway. And you're going to check for breathing.
You for Dutch Playboy this morning, but yeah, we didn't shoot the cover. No, I think that what they said is I was on a cover here in like I don't know what year it was.
Gary Busey, born on June 29, 1944, in Goose Creek, Texas. He portrayed Commander Krill in Under Siege, 1992, when he was 48 years old. Krill is the ship's executive officer who betrays his crew and joins the terrorists in hijacking the battleship. Busey gave a flamboyant and intense performance that perfectly captured Krill's unhinged nature. Known for his energetic acting style, Busey had already earned an Academy Award nomination for the Buddy Holly story, 1978, and remained a notable figure in Hollywood. As of 2025, Gary Busey is 80 years old. Though he has faced health and legal issues in later years, he occasionally appears in television and independent film projects.
Good afternoon. I'm Mr. Tyler Trout, Mr. Shirley. You're looking at the chickens. Your soul, and your soul is housed in the column of your spine. So I went off, I'm a Harley Davidson, going 40 miles an hour without a helmet, hit my head first into...
Patrick O'Neill, born on September 26, 1927, in Ocala, Florida. He portrayed Captain Adams in Under Siege, 1992, at the age of 65. Captain Adams is the commanding officer of the USS Missouri, portrayed as honourable and composed, but tragically one of the first to be killed during the terrorist takeover of the ship. O'Neill brought gravitas to the role, reflecting his extensive stage and screen experience. Outside of acting, he was also a successful restaurateur. Sadly, Patrick O'Neill passed away on September 9, 1994, in Manhattan, New York, at the age of 66. The cause of death was respiratory failure following a lengthy illness.
I'm sorry.
What about your dogs?
I'll get them dry and send them the office.
Joyce, where are you going?
The reason that I do this is because I liked doing what I was doing when I was working under contract to school districts. And I developed a lot of
Nick Mancuso, born on May 29, 1948, in Mamola, Calabria, Italy. He played Tom Breaker in Under Siege, 1992, at the age of 44. Breaker is a CIA official entangled in the cover-up of William Stranix's rogue mission. Mancuso portrayed him as a manipulative and morally ambiguous figure, representing the intelligence community's shadowy side. A classically trained actor, Mancuso's career spans theatre, television and film, with notable roles in Nightwing, Ticket to Heaven and Stingray. As of 2025, Nick Mancuso is 76 years old. While dealing with some health issues in recent years, he remains active in the arts, particularly in writing and independent film.
If I let that bother me, I'd be in Elkhart, Iowa, selling farm machinery, just like you'd be in Hartford, Connecticut, or Providence, Rhode Island, or wherever playing Life Safe.
And now, you are no more.
Gene Barge, born on August 9, 1926, in Norfolk, Virginia. He played a bail jumper in Under Siege, 1992, at the age of 66. While his role in the film was small, Gene Barge was far better known as a legendary saxophonist, composer, and producer in the Chicago blues and R&B scene. He collaborated with iconic musicians such as Chuck Berry, Otis Rush, and Buddy Guy, and played a pivotal role in shaping American music across multiple decades. His appearance in Under Siege marked one of his rare film cameos. Gene Barge passed away on February 2nd, 2025, at the age of 98 from natural causes.
Of a person who has the experience, he has the know-how, he has the ability to bring people together like Gene does in real life. But then
being outside of Norfolk, I had been just strictly a Virginian, you know?
Was it intimidating to you?
Not really.
Raymond Cruz, born on September 10, 1964, in Los Angeles, California. He portrayed Ramirez in Under Siege, 1992, at the age of 28. Ramirez is a loyal and courageous sailor who assists Casey Ryback in combating the terrorists aboard the USS Missouri. Though a supporting character, Ramirez adds to the ensemble's spirit of resistance and solidarity. Cruz is best known for his intense performances, especially as Tuco Salamanca in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, where his portrayal of volatility and menace became a fan favorite. As of 2025, Raymond Cruz is 60 years old and remains active in both television and film, often cast in roles that require a powerful, commanding presence.
Oh, shit.
It's got to be a fun thing to go back to.
Well, I thought after Better Call Saul that we would be done with it. I never thought that we would revisit the role and the environment and the scenario with
George Cheung, born on February 8, 1949, in Hong Kong. He portrayed a commando in Under Siege, 1992, at the age of 43. Though his role was minor and uncredited, George Cheung appeared as one of the elite terrorist commandos who supported Stranix in seizing control of the USS Missouri. Known for his versatility, Cheung has played a wide variety of Asian roles in American films, often cast as soldiers, gangsters, or martial artists. His extensive filmography includes appearances in Rambo, First Blood, Part 2, Lethal Weapon 4, and numerous television series. As of 2025, he is 76 years old and largely retired from acting, though he remains respected as a trailblazer for Asian American actors in Hollywood.
What they say.
This movie has made a lot of stars. What's that guy? What's the white guy's name? Oh, yeah.
Dale Dye, born on October 8, 1944, in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. He portrayed Captain Garza in Under Siege, 1992, when he was 48 years old. Captain Garza is one of the military officials coordinating the response to the crisis aboard the battleship. Known for his authoritative presence, Dye brought authenticity to the role, drawing from his real-life experience as a decorated US Marine Corps veteran. Dale Dye is also a renowned military advisor for Hollywood, having worked on Saving Private Ryan, Platoon and Band of Brothers, helping bring realism to war films. As of 2025, he is 80 years old and remains a respected consultant, writer and occasional actor.
Sergeant Harris?
Sir.
Turn in your stripes, collect your gear. You are hereby transferred out of my regiment.
Sir.
Get out. Some clarity to what we're involved in this global war on terrorism.
Dennis Lipscomb, born on March 1st, 1942 in Westbury, New York. He portrayed Trenton in Under Siege, 1992, at the age of 50. Trenton is a government official involved in the Pentagon's crisis management team, seen coordinating with Admiral Bates during the hijacking of the USS Missouri. Lipscomb brought a serious and bureaucratic tone to the role, adding to the tension in the command center scenes. A skilled character actor, he had a strong presence in the 1980s and 90s with roles in films such as War Games, Underworld, and A Soldier's Story. Dennis Lipscomb passed away on July 30th, 2014 at the age of 72. The cause of death was not publicly disclosed. He is remembered for his quiet intensity and versatility on screen.
I am not the man the police say I am. You still have not found him, and you never will.
Richard Andrew Jones, born on November 9th, 1946. He portrayed Pitt in Under Siege, 1992, at the age of 46. Pitt is one of the Navy crew members aboard the USS Missouri, a minor but essential part of the ship's ensemble during the hostile takeover. Though his screen time was limited, his character contributed to the realism and camaraderie of the military setting. Information about Richard Andrew Jones's career beyond Under Siege remains scarce, and he did not become widely known in the film industry. As of 2025, he is 78 years old, though there are no widely available public updates on his recent activities or current status.
Tom Wood, born on April 19th, 1963, in Long Beach, California. He portrayed Private Nash in Under Siege, 1992, at the age of 29. Nash is a young, earnest military officer who becomes one of Casey Ryback's allies during the ship's takeover. Though a supporting character, Nash adds emotional depth to the crew's resistance, often reacting to the chaos with a mix of fear and determination. Tom Wood is also recognised for his role as Deputy Noah Newman in The Fugitive, 1993, and U.S. Marshals, 1998. As of 2025, he is 62 years old and has largely stepped back from acting, maintaining a low public profile.
Yeah, well, there's no evidence, is there? Like you said, the witness is dead. Oh, I wasn't finished. The same weapon used to...
Andy Romano, born on April 16, 1936, in the United States. He portrayed Admiral Bates in Under Siege, 1992, at the age of 56. Admiral Bates is the high-ranking officer at the Pentagon overseeing the crisis aboard the USS Missouri. Romano's performance conveyed urgency and leadership, giving the audience insight into the command center's perspective. Romano had a lengthy career as a character actor, often playing authority figures in film and television. He passed away on September 14, 2022, at the age of 86. The cause of death was not publicly disclosed. He is remembered for his professionalism and steady presence on screen.
Maybe when you get through with your shift, we can do something.
Like go dancing?
No, that's how I hurt my foot. I thought maybe we can talk about all the great times.
John Laughlin, born on April 3, 1956, in Memphis, Tennessee. He played Zix in Under Siege, 1992, at the age of 36. Zix is one of the supporting Navy crew members involved in the resistance against the hijackers. Though a minor character, his inclusion added depth to the ensemble cast aboard the ship. Laughlin has had a steady career in film and television, appearing in projects such as Footloose, The Rock, and numerous TV series throughout the 1980s and 1990s. As of 2025, John Laughlin is 69 years old and continues to work sporadically in the industry, focusing on character roles and voice work.
Upset. I mean, he was hurrying. Jaw was clenched. His fist was...
And then...
Who is your favorite character from Under Siege? How do you feel knowing that some cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. We appreciate your support and are glad to have you as part of our community.